Okay, let's turn this pile of crap
into a hillbilly fruit press.
and let's just use a saw, a drill, and some drill bits. Okay, there it is. Big round block cut with just a circular saw. Nothing fancy, doesn't have to be. The goal of this project is to do it as quick, as simple, and as inexpensive as possible. Now we got to raise it up off the ground. I got to measure the height of my other bucket that I'm going to use to catch the juice, and we'll cut 4 legs for it, and then we'll cut the I don't know, braces, I don't know what you call them. The stand is done. Now we've just got to build some arms that go up that are going to hold the brace for the jack. We're getting there. Starting to look like something. All right, so now I've got the frame basically built, and I need to mount the jack here. So I'm going to mark for these 2 holes right here so that I can bolt it on, and that way, you know, it's easy. Just with 2 bolts I can put it on, put it off, because this is the jack to my Nissan. I could probably pretty easily find another one, but you know, it's not going to stay on here. Most of the time it's going to be in my truck. Well, I think this is going to work quite nicely. Now all I've got to do is cut some blocks so that I can just use as shimming blocks. If I've got to press down further than the jack will reach. And then I got to drill holes in my buckets. I got to install a drain hose on the outer bucket, and then just a bunch of holes, seeping holes in the inner bucket. And this thing's ready to go, and we will press out the muscadine wine mash that we have going on. See how well it works. The Hillbilly Press 3000 is finished, and it took about 11 feet of 2x4 and about 6 feet of 2x6, 2 bolts, 2 buckets, 1 big bucket. This is a 6 gallon bucket, and then I got this 5 gallon bucket that sits down inside of it. I made this round block so that this is what sits on the grain and presses it down. And then I made those 4x4 blocks to act as shims. In this bucket, I drilled a hole in the bottom. I put a 1/2-inch grommet in there and a hose so that, you know, the liquid will, the juice will drain out into some other container, another 5 gallon bucket, or a carboy or something like that. So that's how it works. And all I do is I hook the drill up, turn that jack. I don't know if you noticed, but the blue bucket has holes that I drilled all the way around it. Yeah, so should work pretty well. I'm about to use it right now on some muscadine, and we'll see how well it works.